Hello, my name is Rayhan, and I'm going to be giving a quick demo of SUPS, which is an AI platform that aims to mimic the real functions of a college counselor. So when a student enters our platform, they're currently greeted with this screen, which will actually be blank when a student starts off, and then they can kind of manually add the schools as they know that they're applying to them. We actually are working on a relationship where we can sync directly with the Common App. So once a student enters their email into both platforms, it'll directly load in their schools. And we also have a beta feature that'll recommend schools based on a student's background, kind of like think of like a Spotify playlist to recommender. But right now, you have to manually enter in kind of the schools. And so let's say UT Austin was the school that I went to. So that's, for example, a school that pops up. You can apply. We host about 250 schools, including some MBA colleges as well. And if a student doesn't see their school represented that they want to apply to, they can simply click the request college button and we'll add it within 24 hours. Super simple for us to do. Now, the bulk of the action actually happens inside of these schools, but before we get there, students are prompted when they sign up to fill out their background section, which includes their resume, and then a couple of in-depth questions to kind of get students to really think about their experiences and also give our models context to work with. Usually the responses would be much more thorough than we've written here. Thankfully, I'm not applying to college, so that's not entered in fully. When a student opens up a school, they'll kind of see all the materials needed for that specific application. So all the prompts are preloaded and we update them as soon as they're updated for the next cycle. And you can kind of see here, again, I haven't written anything, which, thankfully not applying, so not a big deal. But the first button that a student usually clicks, and it's actually our most popular button, is the brainstorm button. And that'll help a student brainstorm how to use their experiences for this specific prompt. It's a button that we're continuously making the output quality much, much higher, pulling from things like data sources, like course catalogs, club directories, as well as past successful applications from our database. And then also, of course, the student's background and their own experiences. Then if a student already has something in the box, they can ask for advice, which ends up giving more general advice focused on the essay at hand. They can ask a specific SUPS question. These have a lot of back-end prompting for these specific questions, and they can also type in their own question here if they'd like. And then probably the second most popular button that we have, Command K, or you can just click comment as well. You can actually discuss specifically with the model, just like it's your counselor, just like it's on Google Docs. So I can just ask a question right here, and then you'll see it'll pop up in the margins, just like a comment, and then it'll respond to you just like it's your college counselor. This also applies to the activity section, which is, again, super important. For the Common App, we can open up an activity. You can see I can write a description here, and then I can then click either review, which will give feedback on the activity, or I can click shorten, which will basically get you within the character count. And then also there's a Common App portal for the actual regular Common application outside of just the supplementals. And so this is what the platform looks like currently. Of course, we're conducting about 20 interviews with our users right now every single week and looking for ways to improve it, but also maintain a very simple UI that can be used on the phone and laptop, and you can start getting value from the platform within the very first 5 minutes of signing up. We definitely don't want to overload our students with a lot of features because high school students definitely have a short attention span.